What is going on, people? Today we're testing out this neck mount. Really curious to see how it works. No real plan. We're launching from a private launch, so no tournament or anything. We're just gonna old school figure it out. Let's go. All right, let's go try a different spot. You ready? We're gonna go back over there to the side. Hold on. A crappie. Yep. Yeah, that's a good one. Ah, ow, he spiked me. There you go. Black crappie. Oh, I just heard one. Top water over there. All right, we heard some top water over here. See, this was a good spot once for it. What'd I say? We heard them and we caught them. That's awesome. Now, where there's one, there can be many in a world like this. Oh, that was sick. Let's see if there's another one in here. The other thing I do when I'm flipping and punching right is you'll throw it in there and you can either like slack line it, let it hit the bottom really quickly, or you can like kind of guide it down to the bottom and have a slow fall. Then once it hits the bottom, a couple hops. Or you can punch in there and just kind of, oh, you know, oh, he got away. Okay, so that bite came. That was almost perfect. That bite came. I need to get my drag a little bit better, because what I was doing was throwing it in there and leaving it at the top and actually banging the bottom of this, and that's when he bit it. So, like I've said elsewhere, 1 is a coincidence, 2 is a pattern. 2, you're starting to figure stuff out. So, oh, that felt like a good fish. We might just stay here and do that a little bit longer. Keep it up on top, because that got the bite. And it might have been a pike like the smack baits and then let go of them, but it has been a long wait to come back here and do this. And the other thing I just realized is your rod position when you're flipping is so important. I got manhandled on that fish because my rod position was wrong. My rod was out of position. I had no power to set the hook. You know, you get to a spot, you can always give it more line. That way, if he bites, you can reel down to him and hit him, and you won't get caught out of position like that. That's why you come out here and practice this stuff. So right there, you know, you click your thumb bar, give yourself a little bit more room. You don't have to reel up and make a whole new cast just because you didn't get it in there the right way. All you got to do is kind of get it in there. If you're out of position, reset. Give yourself some more line. You can stay in the game a lot better that way. If you can see here though, you see what it came out of? There's like these weeds here, but then there's that hydrilla right there. I think that's hydrilla or another kind of weed. You know, so when you're flipping now I know, okay, look, I'm looking for that stuff next to the weeds. I wouldn't be surprised if I just drop in here. Just play around. But that's kind of what you're looking for, just that little something different. That's where that bite came from. So now, okay, we're coming to the end of the weed line. But you can see these isolated patches right here. You know, if you get really bogged down in the big stuff, these little isolated patches can sometimes hold good fish. Oh, you bastard. He had that for a while. I didn't even realize he had it. Always good to check, man. Before you swing, I kind of like reel down, see if it hops a couple times. If it does, it's game time. But when in doubt, swing, man. Hook sets are free. Are you serious? What is going on? There's got to be bluegill in here that grab it but don't eat it. But you see what I'm saying? These isolated grass patches are holding at least bluegill. Oh, or a giant. Woo! Oh man, do I know what I'm talking about or what? Let's go, boys. You know, missed that guy. He had it for a while. Isolated grass patch. Look at all that grass we fished. He was in an isolated grass patch on the point. Whew, that's a good bite. Which means these other points here, these little points in here, might be holding fish. That's why you check. I checked that one. I'll roll it back nice and slow so you can see how I checked it. Just dropped in there again just to see if he was there. Felt a weight, wasn't sure. Like this is a weight, but it's not the right weight, you know what I mean? But dropped in there. Reeled down to it just in case, and the tip bounced. Bop bop. Oh! Whoo, that's a giant pike. And it doesn't matter who you are, you're gonna get it. Oh my god. Woo, buddy. Oh my god. Look at that pike. He has got his gut full of something. These predatory fish use these isolated grass clumps along this deep water over here. That's a recipe for success right there. I mean, that's basically why you do this. That was so dope. It got me stuttering. I'm so excited. All right, so we switched over to the BFS setup. We went from the heavy rod with straight braid to ultralight 6-pound braid to 6-pound fluoro. I'm using a I don't know what kind of rig this is called. It's kind of like a Tokyo rig, I think. Maybe it is a Tokyo rig. Got one. Good fish. Really good fish. Yep. 6-pound line. Easy. Yeah. That's what it do, baby boo. Got one. On the BFS setup there. It's got that bloody tail. Good hook set, good fight. Was never in doubt. Yeah, I just got hit too. Smallmouth. Smallmouth. There you go. Really pretty one. Smallmouth. So yeah, you know, I hope this hope you've enjoyed this video. This is some pretty early flipping and punching in my view, but you know, as soon as they start getting off those beds, they really gotta feed up and get energy. You know, they spend a lot of time, you know, spawning, and if you do have topped off grass, it might be worth it, you know, just to come in here and try these different techniques, especially if it's not something you kind of feel comfortable doing. Definitely give it a shot, because it will find you a big one day. You know, big ones live in this stuff, and it pays off trying to come out and just practice it and learn it. You know, right now I'm in the giant mat field, so we're kind of needle in a haystack, but I'm still kind of looking for anything different. Even in these little areas, you know, you can still see some of the open areas, or maybe identify maybe there's a different type of weed around the weed that you have been seeing. So, you know, just practice different stuff. Come out and give it a shot. Remember to go all the way down to the bottom, shake it a little bit. If you don't find stuff on the bottom, why not try punching it through? You'll feel it go through, and then you kind of just hold it to the top, shake it on the top. We saw how that got a bite once earlier, and I missed it, but just because I wasn't ready for it, I wasn't expecting it. As soon as that thing goes through, you got to be ready. So it could hit as it's falling, it could hit on the bottom, it could hit at the top. You just have to be ready at any time, and that's where that higher gear ratio helps. Longer rod helps, picks up some of that slack. Pretty much anything you can do in your favor. This is a 7.6 heavy on a Daiwa pitch and flip reel, you know, or a straight braid situation right here. kind of just dropping in on their house. I don't expect them to get a really good look at it. It's almost a reaction bite. Kind of punch in there and just have them react to it. Sometimes I will use a 20-pound fluoro leader, but that's kind of when I'm in more like isolated cover situations, or maybe around docks or something where I'm not having to cut through all this grass. You know, some people will use 65-pound. In this case, I was doing a lot of research and found out that some of the best guys are using 40. 40 is a good amount, and it's good enough to cut through this stuff like a chainsaw, or like a bandsaw. Cuts through the weeds a lot better than 65-pound. 65-pound will just bunch it all up because it's basically string at that point. 40 I also think goes through a little easier. I kind of feel like they're on the edges of this stuff and a little too deep for my liking right now into it, you know. So, you know, get out there, try different things. And man, when you get that bite, you freaking hit them as hard as you want. So used to leaning in a smallmouth, not these guys. These guys, you feel that bite, you smack them and you get them in the boat. Anyway, I think we'll end it here. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Hope you've learned something. And we'll see you in the next one. Hope you've enjoyed the neck cam. I have. I'm curious to see what it looks like once it's edited. So, yeah, good day all around. Hope you're all doing well. Have a safe Memorial Day weekend. And we'll catch you on the flip.
My appetite, don't leave me here.